inside that balloon. Inside that balloon. See what it's like to be inside a balloon. And there's people there who can answer your questions about balloons. As can I. My name's Art Lloyd Jr. I am a certified, or certificated actually, certificated hot air balloon pilot, have been since about 1990. I continually fly in addition to announcing balloon rallies. Colorado Springs, here in Plano, Texas. And I'm also the voice of the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, which starts 2 weeks from yesterday. Less than 2 weeks from now, we'll be in Albuquerque. Many of these pilots will be there as well. Our pilots are at pilot briefing this morning. You may have heard an air horn a few minutes ago. That was the signal that they needed to be at pilot's briefing. What happens there is we review the game plan for the day with our pilots and get them a weather briefing. Hot air balloons, actually balloons of any kind, are federally licensed aircraft, and therefore have to follow all of the rules of federal aviation regulations. The same types of rules that apply to fixed wing, whether it's Cessnas or the Hammers, or whether you're flying the big jumbo jets. We all come under the same set of regulations. Other than the fact that my pilot certificate says I'm in the air, it looks the same as the guy that flies you on Southwest Airlines. So part of that process is to make sure that you obtain a solid weather briefing before any flight. And so we are providing that to our pilots this morning. Like I said, along with the game plan for what we're planning to do this morning with our balloons. Since when we fly, we're basically a piece of dust or just a particle in the air. We're very weather dependent. We can't steer the balloon. We can make it go up, we can make it come down, but we can't make it go left or right. What we have to do is find a wind current and go in that direction. Put our balloon at that altitude so that we go that direction. One of the things we were looking at this morning is the fact that everything seems to be going the same direction, no matter how high you go. Which means you need to plan for landing sites in that very narrow window. Yesterday we had quite a bit of what we call steerage, the ability to change our altitude, change our direction. The forecast is not so much of that today. Partly because there's a cold front up in North Texas moving our way. The weather forecaster is saying it should be through here late tonight. Just in time to cool things off for the work week. So again, for those of you just arriving this morning, glad you're all here this morning. Our pilots are advisory briefing. We have our tether ride operation up, as well as our walk-through balloon, where you can actually go inside the balloon. Those over on the far northeast corner of the field. Of course, this is also a great time to check out all of our vendors and all of our food booths. Last chance to smart if you're last chance.
I guess you're so good.
Get that great Sunday morning breakfast or that gotta have food. As that wraps up, they'll release what we call a piebald, short for pilot balloon.
Oh, nasty.
It's basically just a kind of a large party balloon filled with helium. They'll release that from over there in that northeast corner where those tents are. And we'll watch that go up and we'll see what direction it goes and how fast it
Take them,
goes.
Dookie. You make me sick. I don't know why you're running.
With all the programs in the world, all the technology we have, the knowledge, nothing like seeing it happen.
Tell her you can work with me on ice. Yeah, just get
What time do the balloons all go up?
Soon.
Soon?
Soon. Looks like they're starting to leave from pilots briefing right now. The pilots are over there at a briefing right now,
Oh.
and looks like they're starting to break up there. I start to see people leaving from over there.
Oh, so then they come back?
They'll come back over here and
Then
we'll
they
go.
blow up? Okay.
We inflate, we don't blow up.
Or inflate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Public Safety Medical Club just east of the main platform.
Right here. Right here. Right here.
Public Safety. Red Bar just east of the main street and the picture table.
Not the same thing. Repeat it one more time, and then we'll say it again, but not the same thing. Okay? You want hot food? Donna bought you one at his house. We are going to his house today. You will get it today. Okay?
So I do see that over they have changed the flag, which shows the condition of the field. Now they're not using the door. They have put the green flag up, which means we're a go for operations this morning. And we should start seeing some action on the field here shortly. As the pilots get back to their trucks, trailers, and balloon crew. They'll position the truck. pull the system, which consists of the basket and the envelope. Pull that off the truck. Now hook the propane tank up to the burners. Do a leak check, pressure check. We have enough pressure to get enough heat in the balloon so that it responds when we fire off the burners, but not too much pressure that it would go through the top of the balloon. There's one of those pie balls kind of over the trees, not quite as far out as the trees, just a little black balloon. It's going airborne. And as you can see, it gets a little higher, it starts moving a little faster. We're also watching to see if it changes directions. Remember, if that were one of our balloons up there, we would be moving at fast. There is actually no sensation of wind. You feel no wind when you're flying in a balloon, because you become a piece of the wind. You're just a particle in the wind moving along with it. And it seems to be picking up a little bit of speed as it gets higher, and you notice there has been no change in direction. A little bit off the roll.
There you go, Art. Flips on the bottom. They need to be off. Sir.
Thank you.
Hello, Art.
It's still coming up.
Okay.
Check. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So our pilots will have an option this morning of actually flying off the field or inflating their balloon and doing a static display for us. As I mentioned earlier, the pilot of a hot air balloon, just like the pilot of any aircraft, is the PIC. The pilot in command, which also means they are the ones responsible for all actions, all aspects of flight. Just like the captain in that airliner is responsible for everything that happens with that flight, so is the balloon pilot. So the balloon pilot will make a decision this morning as to what to do with their balloon. We are giving them some options, but they have to make the final decision. And a lot of things go into that decision. Not only the weather conditions, but how well the business is planned, the rallies involved, are all the crew here. So you look at all kinds of different factors when you go to make that go, no-go decision on a flight. Oh.
mentally very அதான் நான் கிளம்பி சொல்லிட்டு தான் போனோம்.
So, you know.
I'm gonna fly with Amy today because I can't do too much.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I'll be gonna fly with Amy.
Okay.
So
thanks.
see you at lunch.
So in addition to our tether balloon, Brian Moore has that standing up. You can go down there and get a balloon ride, at least on the tether. You can go through our walk-through balloon. That's the red, white, blue one that's kind of over there by Brian and the tether rides. And one of our other first balloons that are inflating out there this morning is First Due. That's Clayton Kemp from Frisco. See a number of burner checks going on the field. And up here pretty close to the north line, the city of Plano balloon being set up by the crew. If you're on the north side of the field looking at Clayton set that balloon up, you notice that there's a very big opening at the top of the balloon. And sometimes it kind of, that piece of fabric kind of falls in and you see a little, kind of be able to see inside. That's the parachute vent. So when we set up the balloon, we kind of tab those in with just pieces of Velcro. And all it does is hold that fabric in place when the balloon is over on its side. Once the balloon stands up, so shortly,
Like Jesse.
Clayton and our other pilots will actually pull the back on and that will pull all of those Velcro tabs loose because we don't need them anymore once we're standing up. The heat pushes that parachute back in place and there is a webbing over the top of it so that it doesn't pop away from us.
Can you tell me how much the tether balloon ride is?
You know, I don't know.
Oh, I thought you said something about $19.90.
I don't know. I don't know what the price is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. First stop at a big, huge slide. Guys,
Hey, hi.
there's a festival.
You guys hear the commentator?
Yeah.
How do you remember stuff like that?
And there goes Clayton. First due and first up. We fly our balloons early in the morning. The best weather conditions, wind-wise, tend to be the first 2 hours after sunrise. Sunrise officially was 15 minutes ago. So Clayton's going to be able to take full advantage of that. Although we do know that the winds are supposed to pick up mid-morning. So we're going to get up and make some short flights. Steve Lombardi setting up our Remax balloon. there's Annie, our ladybug, getting some cold air into her. We have our feather balloon up and running in the far northeast corner. The red, white, and blue one that's partially inflated over in that same corner is our walk-through balloon. Great photo ops, great opportunity to get very up close and personal with a hot air balloon. In between them, I see Mike Ford setting up Amelia Bearhart. And now Steve has the Remax balloon standing up. Number of other balloons in progress of getting inflated.
Beautiful balloon, sir.
Joe Calabretti has the red and balloon with the star. Actually, that's Josh Grohl, sorry. And the white and blue one is Colin McClung.
Why did you say that?
And now the inflator fan is on the City of Plano balloon. But these three balloons stand up. Josh Gall's red and blue with the white stars. And the Freedom Breeze balloon. Got a big yellow Freedom words on it. And the Plano balloon. You're gonna see that they're a little bit different shape than a regular hot air balloon, say like Remax. Steve Lombardi taking the Remax balloon airborne now. Give him a shout and a wave. And Steve has a turning vent in that balloon. Both of our balloons do. What he does is he opens up a little vent on the side. The air goes out the side of the balloon, which makes it rotate. That way, no matter where you are, you're looking at the balloon, you know that's the Remax balloon. So now you can see a little bit of that shape in the red and blue with the white stars. You see it's more cylindrical. It's not quite as fat. And you'll see that with Plano and with the blue and white Freedom balloons. And the idea behind those balloons, by being more cylindrical, they can go up and down faster without any kind of distortion. Our regular sized balloons, when we go up very fast, the resistance tends to push down on the top of the balloon. And when we come down fast, it tends to try and collapse the balloon. But when you have one of the racer shapes, those more cylindrical ones, you don't get that kind of distortion. So pilots that fly competition on a very serious basis tend to opt for the racer balloons. Kind of like driving a sports car versus driving that big sedan. The red and white balloon is the ATV balloon. Amy Cato is piloting that one for us. The green and white one is the Central Market balloon. Her husband Josh is piloting that one. And there's Colin standing up his Freedom Racer. And off the south end of the field, that's Michael Scott from Oklahoma City in his balloon called Spirits Rainbow. Again, we've given our pilots the opportunity to fly or to go ahead and stand up here on the field. So you may have noticed that there are ropes attached to the top center of these balloons. And there's a crew member out on the other end of that rope. Those are the crown lines attached to the crown of the balloon. And they're there just for stabilization. When the balloon is fully inflated, it really has a mass of 4 tons. And so the person on the ground line can't really control that balloon, but it can influence how it stands up and to keep it from flopping all the way over when it does stand up. These balloons are made out of ripstop nylon. The normal shaped ones that I was talking about, like the ATV or the Central Market balloon, 90,000 cubic feet of air inside. The racers, like Freedom and Josh's, are probably more like about 65,000 cubic feet. And just like automobiles and everything else in the world, there are a number of different manufacturers. And each manufacturer thinks they have the best design. So you'll see differences between the different manufacturers' balloons. So I'm hearing some whistles, and I'm seeing the thumbs up. We have launch directors out on the field. They're the ones in the red, black and white stripes. And they're the ones that are allowing the balloons to take off when it is safe to do so. Like the whistles and the thumbs up for Colin McClung from Longview, Texas. Blue and white, yellow freedom, yellow pennants. And right below it, using that crank bend and spinning. And a little kiss. Fabric to fabric gives a little kiss. Colin and Josh, good friends. They like to fly together. They took off together like this yesterday and landed together yesterday. My understanding is they just flipped. It would be like if Colin in the blue was on the other side. There's Plano standing up as his ATV. Of course, this is the ATV Central Market, Plano Balloon Festival. Hey, we're really glad to see all of you out here this morning. It has been a fabulous week for ballooning here in Plano. We knew it the weekend before the state fair, every year. Been doing it for 45 years. And Josh is now getting the Central Market balloon stood up as well. I see Mike Ford has got Amelia Bearhart standing up kind of over there between the walk-through balloon and the tether ride balloon. So one of our special shapes, Annie the Ladybug, is standing up. I see air going into the Haunted Mansion balloon, so we'll see that up shortly. Out there on the south end, just now getting upright. Moving from the cold inflation to the hot inflation piece. Kind of the checkerboard pattern of black and white with green and blue in it. That's Trevor Medajewski from Dallas with his balloon Giddy Up. Anybody know where Waldo is? Where's Waldo? I think I see Waldo. He's in the basket of the Plano balloon. Thumbs up here for the ATV balloon. Looks like thumbs up for the Central Market balloon. There goes Waldo in Plano as well. Bye, Waldo! Andy Cato, Scott Besley along as well, one of our other pilots. And right behind him, Josh Cato in the Central Market balloon. Give Josh a wave there. All right. I mentioned the Haunted Mansion out there. That's a lot of black and a lot of kind of fuchsia color. Then there's the brown and green that you see inflating a little bit closer to the green. That's Larry. Larry the Bear. Most of us know him as Yogi. Purple People Eater is inflating next to Larry. I see Ziggy down here on the north end. And as I look out to the north, those two racer balloons, Josh and Colin, they've managed to find a wind direction that takes them a little bit to the east. So there is a little more steerage up there than we thought originally. And so we'll watch and see if Plano Central Market is moving along that same direction, or if they stay low and continue on the path that they're on. Looks like Yogi's waking up. I mean Larry. Standing up on the tree line. Larry the Bear. Brian Chase piloting Larry the Bear for us.
Where did we get the tickets?
For what?
For the bedroom.
All the way over there by the balloon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mentioned Annie the Ladybug. Didn't get a chance to tell you that that's Michael Celentano, who has stood that up for us. See Gizmo getting inflated, almost ready for some heat. As is Ziggy. Hearing whistles. Yellow, blue, orange. Coming off the field now, that's Calypso. Eric Wiggins from Longview, Texas. Let's hear it for Eric. And the crew kind of repositioning Annie the Ladybug on the field. And the burner's on, and Ziggy, so Ziggy stands up. That's the gray one. When it stands up, you'll see the raccoon eyes and the nice purple bow to complement its pink ears. Hey, all these great photos and videos that you're taking today, when you post them, make sure you tag the Plano Balloon Festival. We'd love to see your pictures. Be sure and check out our social media as well. While this is the final day of our activities, the pictures will continue to come. We keep checking back. And of course, check back all year to keep up on tabs of what will be the 46th Plano Balloon Festival. There's Gizmo standing up. Matt Robeson from Fort Worth has our green friendly monster, if you will, Gizmo. I see some air from life in Mango the Sea Lion,